Effort to break the cycle of recidivism comes to fruition for nearly a half dozen people. Today, they graduated from a program that not only helps them find a job, it also offers them a second chance, at life outside of a jail cell. Our Tim Cha brings us that story.
These are the newest class of heavy equipment operators to complete their education here at Southwest Virginia Community College. These parolees have finished their 7-week adult education program. They've increased their chances of finding a job with their newly acquired skills. But more importantly, they have the certification to prove it in the job market. These graduates have highly marketable skills, from driving bulldozers, front-end loaders, backhoes, and even excavators. Rick Blevins is an adult education teacher. In fact, Blevins helped start the program. He explains it hits so close to home for him.
My dad quit school when he's in the 8th grade, and I know he told me that he suffered all of his life because of it. And some of these guys didn't have the job skills and things that they needed to advance and to get good paying jobs. So that's what intrigued me about the jobs.
It's through that personal experience that gives this teacher insight that's invaluable to his students. Blevins knows firsthand this is no ordinary program. It's actually a chance to build a relationship with his students, to help them succeed in life outside the classroom and the jail cell. Graduate student Chaz Shropshire, this was something he needed. He said he was tired of his past mistakes that led him in and out of jail. It was through his probation department that he saw a glimmer of hope and a chance to do better as he moves forward in life. He shares the advice that put him on a positive path.
Don't give up on anybody. I mean, it might take us a long time before it finally gets through our head, but eventually we keep working at it, and we make mistakes. But eventually you can get it right. Now, don't give up on somebody. If your loved one out there is dealing with addiction or something like that in their past.
Shropshire adds his own nugget of advice.
Don't turn your back on them. Don't give up on them. Remember, they're going to make mistakes. They're human. But if they're really trying and they get that right opportunity, they can succeed.
A great reminder of an old cliche that rings true today. If at first you don't succeed, try again. And all of these graduates plan to do just that. Here for you in Cedar Bluff, Virginia, I'm Tim Cha, WVVA News.